Never did I think getting a Kindle would change the way I read, but it actually flipped my world upside down. Lately, I've been addicted to this thing. And I mean, you read what you think is gonna be a couple of pages, maybe a couple of chapters, and suddenly it's 2 a.m. So I thought I'd show you what this Kindle is all about, if it might be for you, and of course, a couple of reads that really pulled me in. Welcome to my channel if you're new around here, and welcome back even if you're not. And today, we're gonna be talking about my Kindle. This is the Kindle Basic in the simple black color. I just have like an insert back there, and then I have some like Kindle stickers. I have a little strawberry pop socket on there, and this is for a little Kindle charm thing, which it's cute, it's adorable, but what I like most about it is that it's small. I've been thinking about upgrading to a Paperwhite, but I don't know if I could do the size difference. I like the features of the Paperwhite, but I just love the size of my Kindle Basic. It's so portable and convenient. I don't know if I can give her up. So I got this Kindle during Prime Day so that it was on sale because I wasn't gonna pay $100 for this thing. And I got it because I love to read. I'm a reader. And this Kindle seemed super convenient for when I'm commuting or for when I'm laying in bed and want to read and, you know, have a little nighttime read sesh, or if it's like dark out, or even when I'm flying and traveling was a really big seller for me because I do travel and it's really inconvenient to have books taking up space and weight inside of my luggage. Whether I'm flying, driving, taking a bus, taking a train, books are heavy, especially as someone who likes to read big books. So this Kindle seemed like a perfect device to have for someone who likes to read but hates physical books sometimes. And I'm gonna be honest, it is. Honestly, this Kindle is for literally anyone who travels a lot and likes to read. This is for you. If you commute at all and you like to read, this is for you. If you like to read in bed, this is for you. If you read in the dark sometimes, this is for you. Literally all of the problems with a physical book are solved with this Kindle. And best of all, Kindle Unlimited. Let's talk about it. Kindle Unlimited is the subscription that you can get for your Kindle that allows you access to the entire Kindle Unlimited library for just like $11 a month, which is cheaper than honestly some books. You can like, there are books that out there that are like $30 or more, depending on if it's a collector's edition or some kind of special edition book. So $11 a month for a pretty big library is not a bad deal. KU has so many popular books on it, and it really is just a great deal for anyone who loves to read. If you read more than one book a month, Kindle Unlimited is automatically worth it, because one book is, let's just say one book is $11. If you read more than one book a month, this is literally perfect because you're saving money. I read like a few books a month, like maybe 7. So this right here, right up my alley. So this Kindle changed my reading, but how? Well, I'm gonna say, for first and foremost, like I said, super convenient, but not only that, super customizable. Let's just open her up real quick via her little power button down here. As you can see, it wakes up and opens up to my library. Let's just grab a book that I'm currently reading. This is Mile High, and as you can see, it is on dark mode right now, and that is what my book looks like. Why do I love this so much? Because I can customize the font size, the spacing, and as someone who has a really hard time reading, like, I love to read, but it's sometimes hard for me to read physical books because of the font, or because of the font size, or because of how close the words are together. This literally has been game changing. I read so much faster on here just because I can customize it exactly how I need it to be. for my ideal reading, and I have no problems reading on here. If you're someone who has bad eyesight, you need a Kindle. Kindles are literally for everyone, anyone who likes to read. Because if you like to read, chances are you're having some kind of problem with your physical book that can be solved by getting a Kindle. And the best part is that when Prime Day comes around, these are under $100. So it's really not a bad deal. I love my Kindle Basic. You don't need the fancy Paperwhites or the Scribes or the Color Softs or any of that. This is just your average everyday basic Kindle. Honestly, if it wasn't for this Kindle, I just don't know. Like, there are so many books that I want to read, and instead of having to wait to go to a bookstore, I can just get it right here on my Kindle. This thing has so many benefits. I honestly want to do pros and cons for this video, but I just can't think of any cons. The battery life is amazing. It's like you can customize it how you want. It's really just, it's easier on your eyes than reading on an iPad. I just really can't think of any cons. Maybe they're a little overpriced, but they do go on sale during Prime Day. I have no complaints about my Kindle. I could think of 1,000 complaints for physical books, but none for this. I could be a Kindle girl my entire life, and like, the Kindle feels like I don't need to buy physical books. I do still buy physical books because not everything is on Kindle Unlimited, so I do buy physical books still. And I always will be someone who loves to go to bookstores, who loves to go book shopping, but having a Kindle really has changed my life and changed the way I read, and it's been so handy, and it's been literally a beautiful experience. It's been a breeze. It's been everything that I've been missing in my life this whole time. Now, let's get into some of my personal book recommendations for you guys. First and foremost, I will start with the author who really, I have her physical books that I borrow from my mom, but I read a lot of her books on my Kindle, and this author is Freida McFadden. She is a mystery thriller writer, and I love her books because they're really fast-paced, so I devour her books in a day or two. And no matter how big the book is, no more than 2 days on a Freida McFadden book. It's the law. It's they're so fast paced, they're so easy to read, there's no complex, doesn't require, it's almost I don't want to say mindless reading, but it's like doom reading to read a Freida McFadden book. If you're someone who loves to scroll on TikTok, read Freida McFadden instead. It's literally the same thing. Her books are so simply written, but they're also well written, so that they're very engaging, and they really submerge you into the story, but it's just so easy to devour and so easy to understand and comprehend. I have a couple of personal recommendations for books to start with from Freida McFadden, but all of her books are pretty good. I've read quite a few of them in the past couple of weeks, and I've never been disappointed by any of them. But a couple of my personal recommendations are The Teacher. It is about a student and teacher relationship, and it low-key had a plot twist. All of her books have plot twists, but the plot twist I wasn't really expecting, and I honestly, I hate to say it, but I love a good age gap book if I am gonna read a romance-y type. I mean, not that it was a romance, but I love a good age gap in a book. So The Teacher, great read, phenomenal read. I think I gave that one 4 stars, maybe 5. I forget how many stars I gave it on Goodreads, but I devoured it, and it certainly did not disappoint. My next Freida McFadden recommendation is The Inmate. It is about a woman who gets a nursing job at a jail, and she runs into someone from her past, and it is a amazing story. And that one was genuinely twists and turns. I was oh my god, that one, I genuinely did not expect a single thing that happened in that book, never mind the plot twist. The whole book was a plot twist. It was honestly so engaging. It was such a good book. At first I was kind of unsure because the start was a little bit boring, but once it picked up fast, and it was just so many twists and turns, and I really enjoyed it, and honestly that was probably a 5-star read for me. My next recommendation is I think it's the Legacy of God series. I'm going to personally recommend God of Malice because that is the first book in the series, and it is a dark romance. And honestly, when I say it's a dark romance, I mean literally every word out of this man's mouth is the most foul, most heinous, most debaucherous thing you've ever heard. Every other character in that book is normal except for the MMC. Like, he is literally a menace. He is a villain. He is literally, like, I don't even know how to describe this man. He is literally just like your worst nightmare, but like also her best dream. And I love the female main character, and it's just a really good book, and it definitely is a dark romance, so read with caution. But I think all of the books that I'm recommending here, read with caution, because they are either wildly inappropriate or just very like dark and thriller-y and talk about a lot of like really sensitive stuff, like topics. So make sure that you are taking care of yourself when you're reading, and reading with caution. My last recommendation is the Briar U series. I don't know what book is the first one because they don't correlate, but I love the Briar U series. It's like a sports romance kind of thing, and it is also like a little bit of spice there, but also just the plot is really, it's really simply written, kind of like Freida McFadden, but like in a romance version. Very simply written, very easy to follow, and I love books that are like that because sometimes I just don't want to use a lot of brain power, especially from just reading on the train or something simple like that. It's sometimes just really easy to get into a book that's really simply put, and I love to do it. So there are a few books that I think are actually worth reading, and a little bit on how I use my Kindle on a day-to-day. So if you have any recs, make sure to leave them down below. I'm always looking for something new. And if you've read any of the recs that I've recommended, then leave that too down below, what you thought of it. And if you want more videos like this one, then consider staying a while and hitting that subscribe button. And I will see all of you guys in my next one. Bye!